Some people don't lose sleep because they're exhausted. They lose sleep because someone has stepped into their mind and refuses to leave. Welcome to Stoic Today, where timeless Stoic philosophy meets modern psychological truth. If your goal is to master your emotions, understand people on a deeper level, and build unshakable inner strength, subscribe and become part of this journey. In a world filled with noise, distractions, and shallow interactions, the rarest form of power isn't attraction, it's psychological presence, the ability to live in someone's thoughts even when you're not around. Most people try to impress. Very few know how to imprint. And once you understand this, you stop chasing attention. You become unforgettable. If you apply certain behaviors, not loudly, not desperately, but with quiet precision, she won't be able to sleep without thinking about you. Not because you forced it, but because you activated something deeper within her. First, you need to master unpredictability. Picture this. One day, you're warm, present, and fully engaged. The next, you're calm, distant, focused on your own direction. Not cold, not disrespectful, just unavailable. The human mind seeks patterns, but when those patterns are broken, attention intensifies. She starts asking herself, why did his energy shift? Did I do something wrong? Why is he on my mind? Psychologically, unpredictability builds emotional tension, and tension leads to obsession. From a Stoic standpoint, this isn't manipulation, it's self-mastery. You're not reacting to her, you're grounded within yourself. The lesson is simple: don't be consistently available, be consistently centered. Second, speak less, but communicate more. Most people talk excessively. They rush to fill silence because silence feels uncomfortable. But silence is where curiosity begins to grow. When you say less, your words gain weight. When you pause, she leans closer. Imagine sitting with her. She talks, you listen with full presence. You respond not with noise, but with clarity. Later, she replays your words because they felt different. Psychologically, the brain holds on to what it has to work for. Stoicism teaches restraint. Not everything needs to be expressed. The lesson? Be intentional with your words. Mystery isn't created by hiding, it's created by not over-explaining. Third, prioritize your purpose over her approval. There's something undeniably powerful about a man who isn't seeking attention. You're working, building, improving. She notices, but you're not performing for her. This creates a silent question in her mind. Why isn't he trying like everyone else? Because most people chase validation, but when you don't, you become the source of it. Psychologically, people value what isn't easily accessible. From a Stoic perspective, your purpose is your foundation. Everything else is secondary. The lesson? When your life is full, attraction happens naturally. Fourth, maintain emotional control. Imagine this. She tests you, maybe through sarcasm, distance, or mixed signals. Most people react. They become anxious, frustrated, and reactive. But you remain calm, steady, unaffected, present. Something shifts. She expected emotion, but found stability. Psychologically, emotional control signals strength, and strength creates both safety and intrigue. Stoicism teaches this at its core. You either control your reactions or they control you. The lesson? Your calmness is more powerful than anything you could say. If you've ever experienced something like this, share it in the comments. Fifth, create moments instead of constant presence. Most people try to always be there, texting constantly, always available, but constant presence lowers value. Instead, you create moments, a deep conversation, a meaningful look, a shared silence that feels different. Then you return to your own life. Now she replays that moment again and again. Psychologically, the mind remembers peaks, not repetition. Stoicism reminds us to focus on quality over quantity. The lesson? Don't overwhelm her mind. Give her something worth remembering. Sixth, understand her without trying to fix her. She opens up about her fears, her past, her struggles. Most people rush to solve. They try to fix everything. But you listen, not to reply, but to understand. You acknowledge without trying to control. Now she experiences something rare, being seen without pressure. Psychologically, feeling understood builds emotional attachment. From a Stoic lens, you accept what is without trying to dominate it. The lesson: understanding builds depth. Fixing often destroys it. Seventh, know when to walk away. This is the hardest and the most powerful step. When something feels off, when respect fades, when the energy no longer aligns, you don't chase, you don't argue endlessly. You step back quietly. And then something happens. Your absence becomes louder than your presence. She begins to feel it, the space you left behind. Psychologically, loss creates clarity. Stoicism teaches detachment, not from people, but from dependence. The lesson: the one who can walk away protects their peace. Now here's the deeper truth. People aren't drawn to perfection. They're drawn to emotional impact, to what disrupts their routine, to what challenges their expectations, to what they can't fully predict or control. The ego seeks certainty, but the heart remembers tension. This is why silent strength is so powerful. You don't need to impress. You don't need to prove anything. You simply become someone grounded, unpredictable, emotionally controlled, and purpose-driven. And by doing so, you don't chase attention. You become the thought that returns at night. The Stoics believed true power doesn't come from controlling others, but from understanding them. And once you understand human nature, you stop trying to be liked and start becoming respected. Remember this: the goal isn't to make someone obsessed with you. If this video helped you better understand people, subscribe to Stoic today for more timeless wisdom.